tonight we're going to make a strawberry cheesecake. So I've got 2 cups of crushed graham crackers. I crushed them in my food processor, and I added a ½ cup of granulated sugar to them so it would all mix together. And now we're going to add 6 tablespoons. So we're going to add 6, which this is a ½ cup. It's 1 stick of butter. So let's see. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll mix those up with a fork. And this is going to make our crust. And you just mix this until it's the texture of wet sand, and it'll push together, which we kind of need it to do to become a crust. I have my oven heating at to 350, and in fact it just told me a minute ago it is at 350. And no, it didn't say, "Hey Ken, I'm at 350. I just made this little ding noise, which I never have been able to hear before, but I got new hearing aids. Now I can hear things like those frogs that are croaking in the background. I've been asked about those a lot. Those are coatis, which are a little tree frog about 1 inch long, maybe 1.5 inches, that are native to Puerto Rico. And they come out every night. And days like today, when it was fairly warm and it rained later in the day, so things are moist, they really come out, as you can tell. I'm sure you can hear them. There. And that'll push together like we want it to. So we've taken a springform pan and wrapped it with aluminum foil. And the purpose of that is it's going to go in a pan of water, this one, when it goes in the oven. And that's to help make it bake uniformly and not crack or shrink or any of that stuff. We cover the pan with tin foil to keep the water out, because springform pans, the water will come in if we don't do this. Okay, what we're going to do is put some crumbs in here. I don't know how many until you start making the crust. Now, anytime in the past I would have told you I don't like cheesecake. So that might have changed since I've gotten so that I really like cream cheese frosting. I'm a lot more inclined to think I might actually like this. We need a clean measuring cup so that we can pat this down firmly. So we're trying to make a uniform thickness to begin with. And it's going to go up the sides as well. So now we'll just push it down with a measuring cup. The bottom of this measuring cup is rounded, and it's making a perfect corner between the crust and the sidewall. And there. Oops. That's what it looks like. And I can maybe show you even better in this camera, I'm not sure. And we're going to put that in the oven for 10 minutes. And then we have in the mixer bowl 4 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. I'm really hoping this comes out good, because if it doesn't, that's $8 wasted. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to put this on here, lock it down, and turn it on low. We're going to beat the cream cheese for approximately a minute until it's smooth and creamy, and we'll turn that up so it can happen. That's looking pretty creamy. Let's see if it's long enough. Now what we want to do, we've got this cream cheese looking pretty creamy. We want to add our sugar, which remember was 1 1/2 cups of granulated sugar that I ran through the food processor to make it even smaller, and we want to add 1 cup of sour cream. All of these ingredients, by the way, are at room temperature. I got this recipe from Baked by an Introvert. We also have 4 large eggs, which the directions say to beat lightly. This is a tablespoon of vanilla. And this is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And it says beat at low speed until smooth. It's looking pretty smooth. So we'll give it another couple of seconds for that vanilla and salt to mix in. Okay. Now what we're going to do is take our lightly beaten eggs and pour them into the batter. And with a spatula, we're going to stir those in until they're just mixed in. I think the point here is we don't want to do it with a mixer because we don't want to introduce that much air, because I read lots of cautions about too much air in your batter causing your cheesecake to fall. It says until just combined. Well, I wouldn't say they're quite combined yet. Now I'd say they are. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take our crust and we're going to put the filling into the crust. The instructions say to put that baking pan in the oven, add a few inches of boiling water, and I think I got more graham cracker crust than I needed here, but a few inches of boiling water. Put this pan in the center of that and let it cook. So that's what we're going to do. If I can do that without burn myself off your layers. Yes, this is not fine. Okay, now we're going to set a timer. Remember to set it this time. We're going to set it for 1 hour. Well, like 57 minutes on this timer. And I'll be back. And let's see what it looks like at that point. In the meantime, I'm going to clean up. Now, what we've got today is the cheesecake is done. My pan leaked a little bit, so the crust is soggier than I would like. And I don't know why, because I wrapped it totally in tin foil. I suppose next time I should probably wrap it in 2 layers of tin foil. I'm going to look and see if there's some kind of silicone boot you can buy that goes over the pan. But anyway, what we have here is approximately 2 cups, and I think it's more than that, but I don't care because it's all I've got, of strawberries. These happen to be frozen. I'm going to go get some fresh ones to actually garnish the top. But to that, we add 1 cup of sugar, just normal granulated sugar, and then we add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And then we're going to grind up our strawberries until they're a smooth consistency. They're kind of pinkish at the moment. Cornstarch kind of shot up to the sides here, so we'll knock it down and mix it in. Then we're going to dump that into a small saucepan, or medium actually. What we're going to do now is we're going to heat this until it thickens. We've still got vanilla and salt to add, but we do that after the sauce is cooked. Once it starts to thicken, it does it in a pretty fast manner. Okay, this is what our cheesecake looks like this morning. The crust came out a little rough, but now we're going to set that aside. And we're going to grab our little cutting board. And a sharp knife. I've rinsed these berries off, so what we're going to do now is cut the tops off them. Maybe a little more precisely than that. And we're going to pull the hull out of them. That was hull. Now it says the recipe calls for 16 ounces. I bought 16 ounces, but there's no way I'm putting 16 ounces of strawberries on the top of this cheesecake. And you'll see once I have them sliced up, there's a few too many for that. So I should have some still in the package. And I bought the reddish strawberries I could find, and they still all have white tops. It's a nice juicy ripe one. This is this one. And then we're just going to slice them. I'm going to throw the pointy little ends in our sauce, as well as a few of the slices, but not very many. Then we'll stir them up. This is cooled, by the way, for close to an hour. Then we're going to bring our cheesecake back over. We're going to put some sauce on the top. As pretty as I can, which isn't necessarily very pretty. It's not all that artistic. And then we're going to take our strawberry slices and see about making it look interesting. You see why I say there's no way 16 ounces of strawberries would look good on that? And that is our cheesecake. And I have more sauce, so in case anybody wants to put additional sauce on, they can. And I have a few more strawberry slices, and I have some strawberries over there that aren't even sliced. I'm going to take a piece of it across the street to my mother-in-law's, because she's my favorite person to take stuff to, because she likes everything I make. And I will see you all next video. If you like this strawberry cheesecake video, check out the strawberry shortcake I made a while back.